Picture this. It's 2 a.m. You're wide awake, staring at the ceiling, doing mental math about bills while your partner sleeps beside you. Teenager asks you for money for school trip, but you can't afford it. But you haven't told them why. Your bank account is a secret. Your stress is a secret. Your entire financial life is a secret. Now imagine if it wasn't. What if you were able to have one simple conversation, repeated monthly, that could end that 2 a.m. anxiety forever? Stay with me. So today we're going to talk about getting everyone on the same page, get everyone on the same page financially. So let's get into it. Hey there, and welcome back to the show. I'm glad you're here today because we're diving into a topic that affects every single family, yet many of us avoid talking about it. What is that? Money. Now, before you hit the skip, because I think it's going to be another boring financial lecture, stick with me because what we're talking about today isn't about spreadsheets or budgets or complicated financial strategies, which sucks and boring. It's about communication, it's about relationships, it's about how about to create peace within your home. So today we're going to talk about family money meetings. What is that, you say? How to get everyone on the same page financially. And I promise you, by the end of this episode, you're going to understand why it's one simple practice what could transform not only your bank account but your entire family dynamics. Sounds good? Carry on. If you're watching, please leave a comment. Let me know on your side. We're live currently. If you're watching a replay, awesome. Okay, let me ask you a question. When was the last time you sat down with your family together to talk about money? If you're like most families, the answer is probably never, or only when something went totally wrong. And I get it. Talking about money is uncomfortable. It brings up feelings of shame, guilt, anxiety, and fear. Nobody wants to admit that they overspent. Nobody wants to talk about not having enough, and nobody wants to feel controlled or judged. But here's the thing, that silence is costing you way more than you realize. Think about it. Money is one of the leading causes of stress in relationships and families. When you don't talk openly about your finances, everyone operates in the dark. One person might be stressed about debt while the other partner is planning a vacation. Scary, perhaps? I don't know. Much like my Halloween background. Kids may not understand why they can't get to have the latest gadget when it seems like everyone else does. And all of this creates tension, resentment, and misunderstanding. I remember talking to a friend recently who her teenage daughter was furious that the family couldn't afford a spring break trip. But here's the catch. My friend had never actually explained their financial situation to their daughter. Their daughter had no idea that they were saving for a down payment on a house. She felt deprived and angry, all because there was no communication. And that's just one example. Without regular financial conversations, you miss opportunities to work together towards goals. You can't teach your kids about money management and you perpetuate the cycle of financial anxiety and secrecy that probably exists in your own childhood. Let me know in the comments if that happened to you. But what if there was a better way? Yes, I would like to know. Wouldn't you? What if you could create transparency, reduce stress, and actually strengthen your family bond, all while improving your financial situation? This is where family money meetings come in. Money meetings, yeah, let's get into it. Why does this matter? So, what exactly is a family money meeting? Let's find out first. Simply, it's a regular scheduled time when you and your family come together to discuss finances. No secrets, no judgments, just open, honest conversation about where you're going, and how are you going to get there. Sounds like a plan, right? And before you think that sounds terrible, let me show you, or rather share, what happens when family actually are started doing this. First, build your financial literacy together. Kids who participate in family financial discussions grow up healthier with healthier money mindsets. They learn that budgeting isn't scary, it's empowering. They understand that money is a tool, not a source of shame or secrecy. I like that. They see their parents making thoughtful decisions and learn to do the same. There are these are life skills that stick with them forever, for sure. Second, you massively reduce money related stress. When everyone knows where the family stands financially, there are no more surprises, or no more surprise bills, even. No more secret spending. Let's go get something here. No more arguments about purchases. The mystery is gone, replaced with clarity and shared responsibility. And let me tell you, that peace of mind is priceless. Third, you achieve your goals faster. Saving for vacation, yeah, oh yeah, let's go to Japan, guys. Paying off debt, planning for college, or working towards retirement. Yeah, that's coming up. Don't want to talk about it. One understands why behind your financial decisions, they are more likely to support them. Excellent. I've seen families save for a dream vacation in half the time they expected, just because the kids were on board. I've watched couples pay off massive amounts of debt because they were finally working together instead of against each other. The power of alignment, not overstated. So let's be on the same page, know where you're going, be good to go. And here's the beautiful part that nobody told enough. These meetings strengthen our family bonds. Absolutely. They create a culture of openness and trust. They teach kids that their voice matters and they're being a value part of the family team. When you can talk about money together without fear or judgment, you can talk about just about anything, right? It's not financial stuff. Financial peace isn't about having more money. It's about having more clarity, more communication, and more shared purpose. And that's what family meetings give you. All right. So, how you're saying, how can I start my own family meeting? Well, if you're sold on the idea, but do you actually do this without it turning into a disaster? Let me talk through it. Step by step. Step 1, choose the right time and place. Place a regular time that works for everyone. Maybe it's the first Sunday of each month or every other Saturday morning. Make it consistent so it becomes a regular part of your routine, like family dinner or movie night or whatever gatherings you may have. And choose a comfortable, distraction free environment. Kitchen table works great. It's a great place to meet. Couch in the living room, even better. Just somewhere where everyone can focus. So turn off all the distractions and no phones, right? Set the tone. This is critical. These meetings cannot feel like punishment or lectures. Start with something positive. Celebrate a win from the past month. Maybe you stayed under budget on groceries, or you reached a savings milestone, or your teenager got their first paycheck. Ooh, yeah. And deposit half it into saving. Lead with some good stuff, for sure. Get on the right foot. And I think I'm frozen. Yeah, I think I froze there for a minute, guys. Also, step 3, keep it short and structured, especially when you're starting out. Aim for 30 to 40 minutes max, and any longer you lose everyone's attention. Trust me on this. Have a simple agenda. Here's what works. Spend about 10 minutes writing last month's income, expenses. Just get the big picture. I don't know if anybody else is here today. Let's take a look. Nope, no other guests. Let's carry on. Have a simple agenda. Here's what works. Spend about 10 minutes reviewing last month's income and expenses. Just the big picture, not every line item. Then 10 minutes discussing upcoming expenses. 10 minutes checking progress on your savings goals. 10 minutes for questions, concerns, or family discussions. And wrap up with 10 minutes of preparing for next month. If you guys like the little sheet, let me know. Leave a comment. I can get you a little sheet for how to do this meeting. Give you some step-by-step instructions on a Google Doc. Let me know, and I can make one up for you if you wish. All right, let's move to step 4. Make an appropriate. If you have young kids, you don't need to share exact income figures or discuss every financial detail, but you can actually explain concepts like we money for needs and some for wants, and we're saving for something special together. Let them keep track, progress towards family goals. Kids love seeing visual progress charts. For teenagers, involve them more deeply. Ask them for the input on spending decisions that affect them. Teach them about budgeting by showing them how to do it. Let them contribute ideas for saving or reaching goals faster. Yeah, no problem. Step 5, what to actually cover. Review where your money came from, where it's going, since last month. Look ahead for upcoming expenses like birthday, holidays, school costs, home repairs, whatever it may be, right? Talk about progress towards your goals and celebrate wins. And use this time to discuss your family's financial values. What are they? You have values about money? Do you prioritize experiences over things? Is charitable giving important to you, right? Church or other different causes. Like November is coming up. November 1st, guys. Shave off your face, grow a new mustache. Gonna do it? Let me know. These conversations ensure your spending aligns with what truly matters. Family. All right. Step Move on. How to overcome. Now let's be real. You might be encounter some challenges. Let me help you troubleshoot. So, what's one challenge? Family members don't want to participate. Yep. Start small. Make it engaging. Let kids track progress toward fun goals. Ask teens for their input on decisions that affect them. For skeptical partners, don't force it. Show them the benefits over time. Sometimes people need just to see value before they buy in. Absolutely. Challenge number two, meetings turn into arguments. That's not good. Establish ground rules up front. Everyone gets to speak interruption. Criticism isn't allowed. Focus on solutions, not blame. Here's a big one. If tensions rise, it's okay to table the discussion and come back to it later when emotions are collected or cooled. Not every issue needs to be resolved in that one meeting. Okay, challenge number three. It feels overwhelming. You don't need fancy software or complicated systems. Honestly, you can start just by looking at your bank statements. Pretty easy. Print that off or just look at it on your phone together and discuss one goal. That's it. Simplicity beats perfection every time. And consistency matters way more than being comprehensive. Remember, your first meeting doesn't have to be perfect. It's about starting the conversation and establishing the habit for sure. Each meeting gets easier as everyone gets comfortable with the process. So, what's the big picture? Here's what I want you to understand. Families who hold regular money meetings report feeling more in control of their finances. Their experiences less conflict about they experience less conflict about money. They reach their financial goals more consistently, and their children grow up with healthier money or mindsets and stronger financial. I think that's most important there. But the impact goes so much deeper than that. These meetings create a culture of openness in your home. They build trust. They teach shared responsibility. They show your kids that big challenges are tackled together as a team, and those lessons extend far beyond finances. When families talk about money together without fear or secrecy, they can talk about anything for sure. You are building a communication skills that serve your family in everyday life. The family will that plans together does prosper together, not financially but emotionally and relationshiply as well. All right, let's settle up here, finish this up. So here's my challenge for you this week. Don't wait. Don't tell yourself you'll start next month or after things settle down or when you're in a better financial position. Right now, start today. Talk to your family about starting a family meeting about money. So, it's family money meetings. Get their input on timing, but the first meeting on the calendar, put the first meeting on the calendar, commit to it like you would any other important appointment, like doctor eye appointment, you never want to miss those. Gather whatever financial information meaning. Example would be bank statements, bills, savings, balances, and create a simple agenda. Remember, it doesn't have to be perfect, it just has to happen. Financial harmony doesn't happen by accident. It's built through intention, communication, shared goals, and regular check-ins. This is your opportunity to get everyone on the same page and work together towards a more secure, and a financial less stressful financial future for you and your family. This is the best time to start was yesterday. The second best time is right now. Print off that bank statement and get the people to look at it at least, right? All right, guys, thank you so much for listening today. If you found this helpful, share it with a friend who might need to hear it. And if you're watching on Facebook, please leave a comment about today's episode. If you're on YouTube, leave a comment as well. Love to hear what you guys are talking about. And don't forget to like and subscribe my channel so I can build it up. Try to get to 1,000 subscribers. Love for you guys to do that. All right, I'm out of here. Curtis, we'll see you guys next week. Bye.